another frustrating day last weekend. I'm sure it was a very frustrating afternoon for yourself once again after another defeat, especially being down to 10 men after 10 minutes to pull level and then obviously come away with nothing. It was one of those afternoons where again it was another head scratching moment. Would you say that, and asked you for analysis on the game itself?
Well, we give a goal away early on, which we felt was harsh because the free kick was given against us, which led to the goal, which was the free kick. I kind of started a sequence of difficult decisions against us for the whole game, which has ended up being a really hard afternoon to take. Then we had Dan sent off, which again we feel was harsh. We've already spoken to necessary people about that, but listen, we're disappointed in the result. The performance was very good compared to the Ards game. We controlled large parts of the first half. We came back at it, as you rightly said, one each. We had a blatant penalty turned down right in the stroke of half time when Josh was fouled about 5 yards inside the box, and he says it was outside the box. He says he was fouled out and he fell in. So we were disappointed with that, and we told the officials that at the end of the match, which kind of has got us maybe into a bit of trouble because it was certainly not the day that we had hoped for because of certain decisions that went against us, unfortunately.
I mean, you just touched on there, it was a better performance compared to what it was with the Ards game. I mean, the Ards game it just looked very flat. I mean, we obviously put the goals in the game out, but it obviously was a lot better performance, especially even for our goal itself. The build up for our goal itself was something like the old football we were playing a few months ago. Would you agree with that?
No, the football's been okay. It's just there's been teams we're playing against now are highly motivated and they are getting legs up in game, like Saturday, to go down to 10 men the way we did, and certain decisions that went against us. And look, I know referees have got a really difficult job, but the way the game was handled on Saturday from our point of view was definitely disappointing, but that's not a reason for we beat. We should have managed the game better in the second half. We were very good first half, controlled with 10 men, controlled large possession of the game, and then we stopped it. We went a wee bit direct in the second half and that suited them, but we had chances. Tiernan O'Connor had a chance, Oisin had a half chance in the second half at one each, and if we had done that, and as I say, they scored kind of two Liddy goals and then the game was kind of ran out in the last 10 minutes. But in fairness, their home form has been largely good. They're a difficult team to play against at Dixon, and you need to be on the money when you're playing them.
And obviously with them two defeats has obviously put us more down the table. Obviously with yourself talked about this for weeks, that league itself. I mean, you win on Saturday here against Knockbreda and you're right back up there again. I mean, we've got a couple of big games coming up over the next few weeks. I mean, one at home this Saturday and then two massive games away to Ballyclare and Derby. I mean, this is obviously a time now where we need to sort of start putting the points on the board before Christmas. Would you agree with that?
Well, every game, listen, if you want to compete in this league and be in the top six, you have to win as many matches as you can, and our problem has been is back-to-backs. So the players know that. Listen, I can't fault the players. As I says, it's a different dynamic than last year. Teams, we had an element of surprise when I came on, and we were able to gather a bit of momentum, and this league's all about momentum. As I say, teams now know what we're about. They're better prepared, they're more aggressive. We play a nice style which suits teams, but we need to be more hungry, we need to be more aggressive, and we have more of that on Saturday. I think the inclusion of Craig Harris, who wasn't available for ours and then played on Saturday, was very good, and Chopper's experienced and he got around the play and helped us and helps the younger players. He's a good leader, good example setter. So if we can get a wee bit more aggression in our play, I have no doubt with the performances that we can get the results that we need.
You just touched on briefly there about the wins back to back. I mean, that's a frustrating thing we've had this season, getting wins back to back, and the winning league like the Championship, you sort of have to go on that type of run. I mean, 3 weeks ago, like Newton even proved that, like 5-6 wins in the bounce, and then all of a sudden they're down mid-table again. This is a league where you need to sort of get a bit more consistency, but again, it's one of those leagues.
Well, that's what it is. Listen, there's no points or no titles handed out in November time, no. December time. So, but you need to be in the mix come January time. So December is definitely a big month for us, and there's no question about that. But the plan was always to review what we're doing anyway, because when the window opens up. So listen, there's no question that we're disappointed with results. There's no doubt about that. I'm as disappointed as anybody. But I can't fault the players on the main. Some things is letting us down, just a wee bit of inexperience. But we've got good qualities. The team's learning. They're hungry. They want to do well, and as I say, it's really about gathering some momentum, which I think this team's going to be capable of doing because we've got some very good players.
And finally, I mean, Knockbraeda's coming here on Saturday. They finally got their first win last weekend. I mean, their tails are going to be up after finally getting the win. I mean, obviously this is a game where people are expecting us to win and get a result.
Knockbreda, last game we beat them 2-1. They went on the lead. They were very good first half. We didn't really lay a glove on them. We scraped through on a 2-1, and they've had a lot of results like that. I know Ballymallard were telling me that they scraped a 1 each there. So they've been knocking on the door for a long time, and listen, they're a proud team, they're a proud club. It's a derby match, and they're going to come here with a new management team as well. Craig Bauer's been in there, and young Declan Lynch, so they're going to be coming here really making it difficult for us, and we're under no illusions it's going to be a difficult game. There's no easy games in the championship, and they'll be obviously buoyed by their one on Saturday against Turvey.